How you doing? Thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thank you, man.
Dave and Gavin, HiFi, wedding band.
Yes.
What's the lineup?
Yes.
Okay, so there's myself on keys and vocal. There's Dave on bass and vocal. We have Matt on drums and vocal. And obviously we have Tabby on guitar and vocal.
Yeah.
So it's 3.5 vocals and full musicians.
Who's the half?
Jonesy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then you're based in the northwest, Sligo, but you
Based in
play.
Sligo.
Do you play all over the country?
we do.
Is it just weddings you do, or
No, it's weddings. We do some pubs, but we do select pubs because we can't always guarantee that we can hold dates for them and stuff. So there's a few pubs that we do regularly. We like them and we keep playing them. So.
yeah, and you use them for couples to come and see? you, I
Yeah, we
suppose,
use them for showcase gigs.
Yeah, well, it's actually a very good question, that, because obviously there's some people out there that might recognise us from Deja Groove,
Yeah.
and obviously it's the
I
same.
was going to ask that. Yeah, is Deja Groove still running? Are you still? That's a 5-piece now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the difference,
Correct.
isn't it? Yeah.
The way that it's kind of
What's your
happening.
3-piece called?
I haven't come up with that, Brian, yet. Maybe we might do an old DJ and sax together, me and you.
High groove.
Well, what's kind of gone on is obviously we had Deja Groove, and HiFi kind of grew organically out of that because we would be more comfortable when we brought Tabby into the band. We were more comfortable doing the pub gigs with Tabby because that's what he cut his teeth doing.
Yeah.
And in a really, and I don't want to sound kind of wanky about this, but in a real organic way, if you do a pub, chances are you're going to get a wedding out of that pub gig.
Yeah.
And that kind of happened. And then as we did weddings as HiFi, it kind of snowballed a little bit. And you've probably seen this yourself. There seems to be a trend in the last 3 or 4 years where, like, I'll put it to you like this. 10 years ago, if you arrived in to do a wedding with tattoos, you were nearly shunned.
Yeah.
Now you're nearly expected to have tattoos when you went to do a wedding. The couples have all got cooler. Everything's got a little bit more big beards and strawberry flavoured vapes at the weddings.
I'm trying.
But you know what I mean.
No, it is. Yeah,
Everyone now wants to recreate what they saw in Cobblestones in Limerick, and they want that to be in Markree Castle.
Yeah.
And if you grew up as a pub band,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for you to migrate into the wedding thing and do it successfully.
Yeah.
Whereas we came from Deja Groove with Tabby in the band.
So you've got the wedding experience, and then you're
The pub experience
Yeah.
where you can have your candy floss flavoured
So
vape.
it's also a different vibe. Like there are two different bands. Deja Groove would be your more classic styled wedding band, and HiFi is a little bit different. And like it's all the same stuff. We play all the same music.
How would you describe your set at HiFi?
It's
If you go to do a wedding tonight as HiFi, what's your?
Well, it's a standard wedding set that any wedding band are going to do. Like we all play the same music, Brian.
Yeah.
None of us do anything. There's no rocket science there. But I suppose it just gives us, a little bit more freeway with playing stuff when Tabby's there. So you can when Tabby's leading the band, you can let him kind of go off a little bit. With Deja Groove, then it's I suppose a little bit more of a classic style.
Well, he's a great
wedding band.
frontman anyway.
Tabby's a
Anyway,
classic frontman. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you change your set on the night depending if it's an older crowd, younger crowd, or is it kind of?
Yeah, well, so you read and react is kind of the way we do it. We never really have a set list, but we know where we're going. So if something works, if it's an older style wedding, we'll always start with older music anyway, and keep the older crowd happy.
Yeah.
But it just depends. It's like you can be really surprised some nights. You go in thinking, God, this is going to be very country, this is going to be very old, and then they're all into newer, funkier stuff. So it's just read and react as you see the crowd. You play to them with whatever's working, keep them on the floor.
Yeah. And then if a couple comes along and says we don't like this kind of music, are you fairly open to that, or?
Yeah.
You mean if they come to us at a wedding fair?
No, before and go look.
Right.
For our wedding,
couple of them
I don't want any jives or waltzes.
Yeah, no, it's always it's always it's great. I tell everybody when I'm chatting to them, send me on ideas of music that you like, because we can incorporate that into the set then somewhere. We can, if I have a good idea of what you want, then great. Jives and waltzes are the only one that I still kind of like say, look, if we're playing for 3 hours, it's if you do one 15-minute waltz set, it keeps all of the older crowd happy. And it's the only music where old ladies come up to me and shake their fist at me and go, you didn't play any waltzes.
Yeah.
So it's like 15 minutes. Just if they're into it, let them do it and let them have their little moment of,
But I always say with a couple anyway, I find they don't really hear anything you do at a wedding.
No.
They're too busy talking to guests.
They're in
and
a
stuff
bubble.
like that. I think beforehand they're a bit more worried about, we don't like this, we don't like that.
Yeah.
But the band are there to play for the crowd.
Yeah.
Look, it started out, we all started out, I mean, I don't think any musician starts out going, you know what? Someday I want to play in a wedding band.
Someday I want to play waltzes.
Someday I want to play waltzes. It didn't happen, me.
Yeah.
But very quickly we realised that these couples that booked you and goes, I don't want any waltzes, I don't want any jives. They're the very ones that on the day of the wedding come up to you in a panic and say, well, be Auntie Bridgie's here and Uncle Johnny, and he's a world-class line dancer, and she's... but it happened. And very quickly we realised any wedding band that is going out and doesn't have a waltz set or doesn't have a jive set, be prepared to fail, because fail to prepare to fail. Because
it's definitely no harm to have them in your
You mightn't
house.
have to do them.
Yeah.
But by God, you'll be
We're
stuck if you
definitely
don't.
doing less now than we used to.
Absolutely.
But but it's still nice to have it. And you know.
We did a wedding a little while ago in North Tip of Donegal.
Yeah.
It was 3 hours of country.
3 hours of country.
That's what they just wanted country. So you just do what that's their.
Yeah.
They're not there to play the music I like. We're there to play the music they like. So let them have it. 3 hours of country. We'll just keep blasting them out. That was the one where a woman come up. We snuck in like Footloose. A woman come up and said, "Enough of this modern shite and back to the real music."
Footloose.
It's like 30 years old.
It's like Kevin Bacon's on a Zimmer frame, and you're calling it modern shite.
Like no.
But it's so true. And then I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of regional as well.
Yeah.
If you go down to Dublin, I mean, for example, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. If you play Superstition by Stevie Wonder in a wedding in Sligo, they will look at you like you're after like committing a mortal sin. But you go to Dublin, completely different vibe. They kind of love that funkiness up there.
Do you do the disco?
Yes.
Do you offer the disco? Yeah.
The disco.
DJ
So you
Gavin.
two packages.
Look,
Do you
I don't
do
know.
the reception? Do you do any?
We can do, yeah. We can do everything.
Yeah.
I can even go and dress you in the morning if the budget's there.
Make you coffee.
Look, the way it works is, Brian, and I know you do the DJ yourself as well, and obviously you and I and Dave, we have some very good friends who are extremely good at what they do. They have been DJs all their lives, and we all know who we're talking about.
I was actually DJing before I was in a band.
Well, there you go.
So
and you're still no good.
I'm a DJ with a wedding band.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully someday you might get one of them right.
Yeah. Well, the way it works is we didn't set out to put anyone out of business.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, whenever the bride and groom have met up with us and they ask about the DJ, we, again, I'm going to use this term, we organically arrived at doing the DJ. Because the budget mightn't have necessarily have been there for them to go and spend 500 or 600 euros getting in another DJ, whereas we already have all of our kit set up there, and for an add-on, a premium add-on, we can do it. There's a couple of benefits there. The first benefit is the fact that because myself and Dave, who do the DJ, will have been there all night.
You know the crowd.
We know the crowd.
Yeah.
We would try our best never ever to repeat in the DJ set any song that we've done with the band.
Yeah.
Whereas our band set arrived by watching DJs and watching the reaction that the DJs got to playing the original songs.
So you stole their set.
Stole Scruffy's set. Thank you very much, Martin Duffy. But it did happen like that, you know.
But it does, and there are benefits. Like it's the same gear.
Same gear.
And generally speaking, bands have a better PA.
Generally
just because it makes more sense.
It's
You know
not
what I mean?
blown out by having a DJ going through it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Plus, there's and again, I don't want to sound too industry, there's a continuity.
Yeah.
Basically, as soon as we finish playing our last song as the band, Dave will put on maybe a 5 or 10 minute pre-mixed set that allows me take the keyboards down, allows Dave get the bass guitar down. Then the rest of the boys in the band...
Takes you 10 minutes to take the bass off.
It's a big bass.
It's a big bass. He has more pedals than the Tour de France. but then once that happens, that 10 minutes just allows a little softening period.
Yeah.
And I challenge anyone that's ever seen our DJ set to tell me that the energy levels drop.
Yeah.
Because
there is...
Well, you see,
it doesn't
here,
happen.
I suppose, look, it's like everything. You hear horror stories where, the usual is like a drummer with a laptop and a 2 hour mix and he just puts it on, gathers it,
Everything we do is live.
But like I say to people as well, if you have any concerns, go and see the DJ. I don't think, like, everybody goes to see the band, but I don't think anyone ever goes to see, I could be wrong, but a wedding DJ in action.
Yeah. Now, there's also another side of us starting to do the DJ was being let down and not by Martin, not by Scruffy, but it's no, but it was DJs where people would have booked a DJ separately.
Yeah.
And we're standing on stage. We've been like, let's say you start at 9 o'clock. It's coming up on 11:30, and we're looking around the room going, "Where's the DJ?
Where's the DJ?"
And you're kind of panic stations. Do we end up playing a little bit longer? It happened to us in Marquee at Christmas,
27th,
only just gone, where the DJ, who was there but didn't set his gear up. We finished, and the way the lights were set up, we couldn't see him.
Yeah.
So we finished and said, "Go on, hand you over to the DJ." Nothing.
Tumbleweed.
We're waiting. I kind of stuck my head out and it's like, "What is?" Yeah. So okay, we played another couple of songs. We played another 10 minutes. We're going to hand you over to the DJ. Nothing.
Oh, he wasn't setting up till you were finished, was he?
No, he was setting up as we were finished.
Oh,
and we
right.
told him, we wouldn't mind. We met him at the tea break and we said, "Look, we will be finished on this song. It's the last song we do tonight. So we're going to finish this. As soon as you hear this, that's your cue to go." And so we play for, at that stage, it was late enough. It was we would have been finished up about 1 o'clock.
1
so
o'clock,
it was about 12 o'clock, they were helping for tea. And we said, 1 o'clock, we're going to be finished. Let you take over. And he just didn't set up.
We even said to him,
3 times we had to play
I met
on.
him. I says, "I am going to hand you over a dance floor that's wedged full. So all you have to do is not play at Three Blind Mice and you'll be able to cruise until 2:30 in the morning."
Yeah.
You know yourself, Brian. When the
yeah.
energy's up, all you have to do is keep the energy
But
up.
if you drop out for even
Take your
30
foot
seconds,
off the gas.
they're gone. Yeah.
They're gone. They're going down to the gin bar. It was Marquee. It's a small room. People tend to go polarised to the 2 bars. I mean, if you have them on the dance floor,
Yeah,
you got to keep them on the dance floor because you feel very lonely in that place with nobody on the dance floor.
No, I'm going to have some DJs on the show as well, because it is something I think people just overlook. They don't go and see the DJ.
No, it is. And it's something.
And there are pros and cons.
No, there is.
Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, I know. Like, your show is full of it. Like I said, I'm doing DJ even before I was in the band. And I take it serious. Like the guy. Well, we use most of the same equipment. The guys take down their instruments, and I just continue on doing the disco. And everything comes down at the end. But there are, you hear horror stories where,
But as I said, it's only, it was the reason of being let down and standing waiting for DJs to come up, or even, booking DJs that if they asked us to book a DJ, we'd book a DJ, and then a week beforehand he's double booked himself, and I'm under pressure then. So it was out of necessity. Is a separate DJ better? That's up to you.
They can be.
But
It's
all,
like
all I
subjective.
ask is, like, don't get me wrong, if you book Scruffy Duffy as your DJ,
Yeah.
you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Same with Trevor Matthews, Midland DJ.
Midland
You
DJs.
book either of those 2 lads.
Well, Tommy Elliott as well.
Tommy
We were with
Elliott's
him
great.
at
Tommy, of course,
in Castlegargan
yeah.
at Christmas.
Fantastic.
Same thing, yeah.
And there's DJs
But
out
then
there.
you see some that come in.
But this is the thing, and people say to me, "Oh, we're going to book a separate DJ," and I said, "Well, just please book somebody professional.
A professional
Don't,
DJ, yeah.
Don't get your cousin's sister's boyfriend's husband's dog to come in and do DJ for you."
Even now that I think of it, and he definitely deserves an honourable mention, and I don't even know his real name, but he calls himself DJ Shorty. He's from like Belcoo
Okay,
or
yeah.
something. I tell you what,
Nuts.
He
Absolutely nuts.
sings most of the songs, right? but here's the important part, Brian, and this should be mentioned.
Yeah.
He arrives when we arrive.
Yeah.
So we're drinking coffee in the
But all
lobby,
the good ones do.
and
they
he's
do.
watching
Yeah.
their entire set to make
Yeah.
sure he's not going to
Yeah,
repeat
yeah,
the songs that we've played.
There's
And
actually another great. Did you ever come across Paddy Walsh from Cork? I think Cork or Limerick.
No.
well, that's very far down there, now,
No, we meet him any weddings down south. He's very good as well.
Right, okay, yeah.
But
Again,
like that, he's there early.
Yeah.
He watches the crowd.
is he that cabaret interactive style?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what you need at your wedding, folks. I'm telling you right now. The guy that's playing in Envy or that's playing in Fiddlers or that's playing in... He is not a wedding DJ. He is a man who bought a laptop and got a gig. A wedding DJ is something completely different.
Oh no, that's in fairness though.
Don't
there's
hold
great
back, Gavin.
DJs.
No, it's the
There's
truth though, because obviously you're doing these podcasts
No, well, that's
to try
why
and educate people.
Yeah, the exact reason I'm
but
doing
there
these
is- no,
podcasts
there
is
is.
to cut
The
through some of the fluff and tell the
to
tell
be
it as
fair
it is.
and PC, the DJs who play in Fiddlers or Envy
Yeah.
are really
You're
good
after
at what
kind
they
of
do.
alienating a lot of the
No, but
yeah.
they're great.
Hopefully
that's
they're
their
not
gig.
getting married, so...
But that's their gig, and
That's
they're
their gig.
extremely
Yeah,
good at
yeah.
doing
But
that.
that's why I
it's a
said they're
different
not a
gig.
wedding DJ.
No, they're not.
A
They
wedding...
might be, but make sure you see your DJ at a wedding.
Correct.
At an actual
Correct.
wedding. Yeah.
That's exactly what I tried to say.
Or if there's or if you just want peace of mind, then book the DJ with the band, because it's always, as I said,
But I'd go back to, I'd say as well, even if you're getting the disco with the band, maybe do your research.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're doing a good disco.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Because some of them
often put up videos of Gavin when Gavin has done the church music. He did the pre-drinks reception. He came, he did the band, and then he did the DJ. And I put videos up of him like at 2 o'clock in the morning, jumping around like a lunatic, and have that crowd going mental and saying, "This is what you get." You know, there is no drop in energy. This is how crazy Gavin is. It's like he's Duracell Energizer bunny stuck in there somewhere, just bouncing around the place. So,
he is rechargeable, is he? Or is
no, I just keep replacing the batteries.
I'm an absolute nightmare at the house. As soon as I go home from a gig, first thing I do is bait the dog. There has to be a yin and a yang, folks. And before anyone asks, no, I don't drink. I haven't drank in years.
I thought you were going to say, no, I don't hit the dog.
I know, the dog understands. We have an arrangement.
I would just hate to wake up beside you every morning. Like, hello, it's Gavin. Oh, Jesus.
Well, there's a lot of coffee. There's a lot of, you know yourself,
Yeah.
lads, you're travelling. As you so correctly said, and it's a beautiful phrase, I'd rather be in the bed trying to get to sleep than lying in the ditch trying to stay awake. So most wedding bands are fueled by coffee, guys. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, whatever it takes to get you home.
Yeah. So anyway, lads, look, after all that,
there's about 25 minutes.
HiFi, how can people check availability?
Yeah, just contact us on Facebook or the website. And all the texts and emails go straight through to me. The way I'll always work it is, if we're free for your date, I'll hold it as best I can for a certain length of time. Yeah. If you're like really serious about it and you tell me, well, you're going to come and see us on this night, then I'll hold it. I do send out a booking form so that you fill that in, because all the booking forms get slotted in my folder. So that if somebody else rings you about the date, then I'll know that, well,
it's an extra backup for safety.
I am pretty tight when it comes to paperwork.
Well, you have to be.
You have to be. It's
you find, and somebody sometimes they just assume they have you booked. You know, they'll ring up and
that happened only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's you have to get, and even I do say to people, even when you send a deposit, send me a text or an email or something. Yeah. You can't over communicate.
No.
You're not going to annoy your band by telling them everything. You know, because it is and like somebody, even if they say, I sent the bank transfer, it could still be a week before it comes in, and there's no name on your bank account. You know, So
that's always the problem. Yeah, if they put in something on it, I always say use your wedding date, because at least I know what dates I'm looking for then. Because the name never shows up unless they put the name in. You might get Mary and John's wedding, and that's all I'll get is Mary and John's WEDD.
Because it trails off on the
I have 4 Mary and Johns getting married this year. Which one?
So anyway, they can check you out online, the usual places. Facebook, are you on Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram.
You on TikTok yet?
No, not
TikTok
yet, but
yes, we are.
I think we're on Crime Line next Monday.
And people, how can they see the band then? Do you do showcases?
We don't do traditional showcases anymore, because they are sterile and horrible and boring, and we hate them. And couples come to see it, and it's kind of torture if you're sitting.
There's no atmosphere.
There's no atmosphere.
Let's be straight.
We like to see at a wedding, really.
I actually found that over the years. We did the odd one here and there, and this time of the year, and people, come up and go, are you doing any weddings?
Yeah, so we've wasted everybody's time.
See, there's also, I try and stop people from coming to weddings now as well. Because if I'm doing Gavin's wedding, I've chatted to Gavin about his type of music. And if he's a big country fan, I'm going to be doing predominantly country. Yeah. So if Brian comes to see us and he's big into his
pulverizing grindcore,
he's going to watch 20 minutes of this and go, no, they're too country for me. Yeah. So I always tell people, come see us. We do play showcases in some pubs. As I said, they are select. We do Fiddlers. It's a great venue. Do a couple around the country, and we use them as showcase gigs. Plus, you can also come and chat to us and request songs. If there's a song you want to hear us play, or you want us to have a go at playing, which happens a lot as well. Yeah. Then we can interact that way, and it's a bit more fun. It's a bit more atmosphere.
That's good. And then, are you still taking bookings as Deja Groove as a 5-piece?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
So,
it's like it's just, as I said before, it's a different entity.
The difference is the female vocals.
The only difference is the female vocals.
Yeah, HiFi with a female vocal.
Marie's in Deja Groove, so she sings with them.
Would you not just go with HiFi Plus now?
HiFi, no. Because then somebody books, and it's like, well, I booked HiFi. Yeah, but was it HiFi Plus? What's HiFi? No.
It's like the whole iPhone thing.
I can't believe it's not Deja Groove. It'd never fit on the poster, Brian.
No. Right, well, lads, I think we're out of time there. So check out HiFi. I'll put all the links in every description we have, and we'll chat to you soon, lads. Thanks.
Deadly.
Peace out.